Hello Gemini, what's going on? I hope you're very well. My name is Diane and this is Madame Butterfly Tarot. And this is going to be like an oracle card message for October. But you know, it's a general reading. It's a timeless reading, but also it's a general reading just to see what comes up. You're very welcome here, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it so much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me, you know, if you enjoy the reading and it resonates, I would appreciate that a lot as well. A lot of Geminis at the moment are currently working on releasing a fear of intimacy. And also, something to do with your throat chakra. You have number 17, flower, be honest with yourself. You see how she's kind of holding her hand over her mouth? It's like, I feel like usually you stop yourself from saying things, right? Because you've been judged in the past, right? Because Geminis, I'm a Gemini too, we can be a bit off to some people, right? We kind of march to the beat of our own drum, right? And a lot of the times I feel like, I don't know, people are not kind to Geminis and Leos, right? But I feel like maybe over the years this has kind of stopped you from like really, you know, you would think of something to say and it would just pop into your head and you're like, I'm not going to say that, people will think I'm weird, or you know, I'm not going to say that because people might not appreciate that. And I feel like you're just not doing that anymore. It's like bits of armor that you've built up over the years are kind of falling away. I feel like this is what the time is that you've spent in hermit mode, Gemini, has been to kind of delve deep into like childhood stuff and like, you know, stuff from early on, like teenage years, and like maybe your early 20s, or you know, it's like you've been releasing a lot of the judgments that you've been carrying around from people. Because the thing is, Leos and Geminis are like supposed to do that. That's why you chose to be born under that sign, right? It's not an accident. Because, you know, Geminis and Leos have kind of like a happy energy, you know? And you kind of like give it to people, right? And, you know, some people, they say things and they don't really mean it, you know? They just, you know, it's just because they're in a bad mood at the time, or they're a little jealous that you're getting attention or whatever. And I feel like it's just that, I feel like you're just allowing your true self to come through again. And I feel like maybe that's something that hasn't happened since you were a kid. And even then, you may not have been allowed to express yourself. It's like your true, honest self is coming out. Like, you're not hiding yourself anymore. You know what I mean? You're just like being unapologetically you. You're just like, I'll do what I want. Like, if you don't like it, you can fuck off. What else for Gemini? Don't know which one that was, Spirit. What else for Gemini, please? I feel like this one wants to come out. I feel like that one wants to come out. Yep. Are we going to take that one? I'm going to take this one. Yeah, we're going to take that actually because I think it's relevant. You also have, I'm going to talk about this one as well, you have surrender obsessive thinking. Because obviously this is a this is a Gemini thing, obsessive thinking, right? Yeah, so you have surrender to non-action. So I feel like you've been in a period of non-action, right? Nothing's been moving. And that's like in terms of everything. Like not just like one particular aspect of your life, but I feel like there's been like a period of stillness in terms of everything. And you're kind of, again, I keep getting this sacral chakra thing with you guys, Gemini. Like you're kind of having to just sit and wait for things to come to you, which is a very feminine energy. And I feel like it's because it's like the true you is coming out again from from a long time ago that you've blocked it, and maybe you've never let it be out in this life, because it might also be from a past life that you learned to block it, right? And the thing is about the sacral chakra, if you want to know more about the sacral chakra and stuff, and I actually just did a video about how to let go on my other channel. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description box. But the sacral chakra, which is the orange one just below your belly button, is the one that kind of controls like obsessive thinking, right? Like addictions, addictive behavior, compulsive behavior, that's the sacral chakra. So it's like, I feel like the more that you're working on this sacral chakra, the more that you're like not obsessing about things. And that could be anything. It's not a love reading like that I'm doing here, though we could be talking about love. That could be about, you know, obsessively working, right? Or like obsessively working out. You have surrender to inner peace. So it's, yeah, I feel like this is, it's like you're not chasing anything anymore. You're just kind of, you're learning how to chill and just let things come to you. And you also have surrender to the magic of who you are, which I think is really pertinent to what we were talking about, because it's like, I feel like you've denied who you are. Not to yourself, but to other people. You may find that like you have to like change your behavior slightly when people are around you, and that it kind of means that you can never really have true intimacy with anyone, right? Because you're always having to like watch what you say and like watch how you're acting. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's what you're getting rid of. Like this, they just keep showing me like, you know, a suit of armor kind of coming apart in bits and pieces. So I feel like you're just really, yeah, you're just letting your uniqueness shine. You're just letting yourself be yourself. For the first, maybe for some of you, for the first time ever. And you see here, she's got like her little blindfold on, and it's like, you're no longer kind of denying who you are, right? It's just, you've really got to that stage where you're just like, you know what, if you don't like me, just, you don't have to be around me. I'm not making you be here, but I'm not like changing myself for you anymore. Spirit says yes. So anything else for Gemini? Okay, you just lie down then. Anything else for Gemini? Hold on, I'm gonna cut the deck because these ones come out very easily. Anything else for Gemini? You have you're ready. So you've been in some kind of holding period, right? But you're ready. You've learned what you need to learn, Gemini, okay? Which was, I feel like, again, it's, you know, basically they're preparing you for something coming in, and it's like I said, I feel like you're kind of releasing this fear of intimacy that you have, that you may not have known that you had, okay? And that's not just being prepared for like love coming in, that's just in general. It's going to help your relationships with everyone. It's going to help you feel more comfortable just in general. Because it's exhausting, right? Having to kind of think about what you say all the time and like, oh my god, like I don't want to piss anyone off. And obviously you can't just go around saying whatever you want, right? But you wouldn't be doing that, right? It's just, I feel like, yeah, yeah, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and you're ready. Hold on. Meditation brings answers. And you have success. Okay. What is this success card here? half the deck. What have I done to this deck? Hold on. Change that. Right, what is the success? You have great fortune. Holy shit, Gemini, you have great fortune and unexpected income. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, you have like money coming in. And I want to say it is money. Because you know, great fortune can also be luck, but you have unexpected income here. I feel like this is about money. And I feel like it's like a lot. I feel like you have a lot coming in, and I feel like it may be something unexpected that's coming towards you. Like maybe some kind of extra income you weren't expecting was going to take off so well. Yeah, see, they just gave you expectation, but it's upside down. It's like you're not expecting this, whatever it is, to come in, and toil and labor wants to come out. This is something that you've been working on. Number 38, toil and labor. This is something that you've been working on. Is going to make you a lot more money than you think. And this may be like a year down the line, or 2 years down the line, and maybe next week, but it's coming, okay? Marriage just plopped out here, but I don't know why you're giving me that, so hold on a second here. What is this? Meditation brings answers. What is meditation brings answers? Good for you, Gemini. You have like money coming in. I'm just going to reshuffle because that was so many. You definitely have money coming in. It may be something where you're kind of in the spotlight. Yeah. Hold on a second here. We're not done with this money section. You see how she's kind of... It's supposed to be Fortuna, right? The Roman goddess. But you see how she's got like in the sun? Right? It's like... what is that? Is that butterflies? Oh no, it's 4-leaf clovers. But I feel like it's you, right? You're like, it might be knowledge, like you're giving knowledge to other people. I feel like some of you are going to be in the spotlight, like for some kind of knowledge that you're giving to other people. Sorry, there's green bits all over the place. My god, I bought these towels like 3 months ago, and I swear to god, like I think I'm just gonna have to throw them in the bin. Like they're just literally never gonna stop shedding green crap all over the house. It's like an invasion of like massive green ants or something. Yeah, this could be you being in the spotlight, but it's because it might be using your natural Gemini gift of like talking and like giving people information, right? Because that's what Geminis like to do, like learn and then kind of give it, you know, tell other people. And you have discover. It's like you're gonna get discovered, right? Like your talents are gonna get discovered. And even if you have been discovered, it's like you're about to properly step into the spotlight. What is meditation brings answers? 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 This might not be the right deck. Compassion. Look at those colors. That is sacral chakra colors. Like you see the orange? Now, it doesn't actually have to be, okay, this is not actually about meditation, though you may have started meditating. You know, meditation is any kind of stillness, really, you know, because lots of things can be meditation, like, you know, reading is considered meditation, like cooking, as long as you're kind of really getting into it, right? Even kind of playing a computer game or something like that, I kind of see that, at least for Gemini, is kind of like, it's just a space where you can just sort of zone out and like kind of process things that have really, you know, been on your mind, right? But like not worrying about them, just kind of letting things happen, and then eventually like your mind kind of becomes clear, right? I feel like you've been doing more of that, and I feel like it's almost happened naturally. Like you've been gravitating more towards more peaceful activities like reading and maybe exercise, because exercise is another one that's kind of meditative, and all these kind of things. The stillness is kind of it's another sacral chakra thing, right? Because the sacral chakra is all about finding joy in the present moment, not just being in the present moment, but finding joy in it. That's why it's kind of linked to like obsessive kind of compulsions, right? Because if you're not happy in the present moment, you're kind of always thinking like, what can I do now? What can I do now? It's like, you know, as soon as you sit down, you're like, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, right? And then you make your cup of tea and you're like, oh, I'll put the TV on, and then the TV's on, and you're like, okay, I'll put the laptop on now and I'll look at other things. It's like never really finding joy where you are, right? It's like always thinking about the next thing. And there's something here as well, because Geminis are very kind of like air signs and fire signs are masculine signs, right? So they're associated with like outward power. Do you know what I mean? Like going out and getting things. Because feminine is obviously very powerful as well, but in a different way. Like, you know, the masculine energies are about going out and getting things and bringing them back, right? But you're learning, because this was in reverse, so you're actually learning to allow things to come to you. And there may be something as well about learning more compassion for other people. I'm not saying that you're not compassionate, but you know, kind of getting yourself into the headspace of like much more calmer energies, like water and earth energies. Kind of, it's like you're learning to kind of embrace your feminine side, even if you're a guy. I hope that came out the way that I wanted it to. It's like you're learning to just be, right? Because there may also be a situation in your life where you get frustrated with other people for not doing things fast enough, or for not, you know, that just that kind of energy where you're like, oh, for God's sake, like, why can't you do anything yourself? Like, I'll just do it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, it's, you can't always be like that with other people, because not everybody's a Gemini, right? Not everybody wants to go like run. They're not built the same way, right? They're not all just not everybody's just gonna like run out and like want to do things. Like, you know, the water signs and the earth signs are more like, no, I want to sit and I want to think about this. Like, I want to plan and I want to, you know, be with my feelings, right? Okay, what is this? You're ready. Wealthy man. Okay, I see two things here, right? Number one, with all of this money here, is there a wealthy woman card? I feel like there isn't. Is there a wealthy woman in this deck? Yeah, there must be, right? You have privileged lady. I don't see wealthy woman. But anyway, like, you have all this money here, so this can easily be you. I feel like it is you. I feel like you've been being prepared to have money, right? And the reason that you maybe weren't allowed to have a lot of money before was like, I don't know, like a Gemini thing of, now Geminis have an like notorious reputation for being cheap. Did you know that? But there's a bit of like impulsive behavior with a Gemini, like not so good at saving, but like wanting to spend, right? Like, you might be very good at saving, but because there's that kind of impulsive energy, it may be tricky. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like earth signs are much more kind of dum da dum da dum, like they can just keep going. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is you, like you're ready to have wealth. you're ready to have money, because like you're not going to be impulsive with it, because you're learning to just be still. But also I feel like this, you know, for those of you that this applies to, I feel like, you know, in love, you might have like a wealthy guy coming towards you, or obviously if you're a dude who deals with women, you might have a very wealthy woman coming towards you, or this could be you take it how it resonates, right? But a lot of you women out there that deal with like men, you might have a wealthy man coming in. A lot of you women that deal with other women, you might have a wealthy woman. You know, basically what I'm trying to say in a very inelegant way is that like you might have a very wealthy lover coming towards you, or a very wealthy romantic partner coming in. But the thing is, Gemini, you weren't ready before because your sacral chakra action was not, you were not in your feminine energy. You were not in it because the feminine energy is in an energy of being ready to receive. Look at these cards. You have courtship and sudden wealth. You know, feminine energy is being in an energy of being ready to receive. So maybe before, you know, this person may have tried to come in and you would have been like, no, I don't need your money. I'm an independent woman, you know, get out of here. You know, or like, if you're dealing, you know, if you want to be the wealthy man in this scenario, or the wealthy wealthy masculine energy, maybe you were dealing with a person who wouldn't have been able to accept it first, right? But now they're ready, or now you're ready, because you're about to start, for those of you interested in love, you're about to start dating someone. And I think there's like a combination here. Like you're just about to find that you have a lot more money, Gemini. I feel like you're about to have a lot more money in your own right, because something that you've been working very, very hard on is really about to take off. And I think you were being prepared for that. Because also the sacral chakra, you know, it's about people who have this chakra blocked tend to have like a workaholic thing going on, right? Which is not good for you. Because you're worthy whether or not you're working yourself into the ground, right? So that could be another thing, like they've been trying to get you to learn balance, right? So that like when this money opportunity comes in, it doesn't make you be like, oh my god, well I better work more so that I can get even more money. It like comes in and you're like, okay, cool. I can receive that and I don't feel like I have to like kill myself to earn more money. Do you understand? I hope I'm explaining myself right. But yeah, I feel like also if you know, you're on the lookout for love, I feel like you have someone who's very wealthy themselves, like good money coming in, and together you're gonna be very wealthy together. You're gonna find that you both like have a lot of money together, right? You're gonna be like, oh, like I suddenly am well off. This is nice. But I feel like, you know, for a lot of you, like there's someone coming in here that kind of wants to spoil you. Like I feel like they have a lot of money to give and they want to spend it on you. But you had to feel worth it before, right? Because this person can't make you feel worth it, like worthy of their time and their, you know, you being spoiled, unless you already think that, right? You know what I'm saying, Gemini? What else for Gemini? I am presence, yep. So, light body activation, accessing the divine within. But, sorry James, my camera cut out. That's kind of what we were talking about, right? Like the I am presence. Like, you're learning to be. You know, you're just learning to be. Which is a difficult thing for someone that's not used to doing that, for someone that's used to running around and being like, oh my god, like I have to fill my life with many things. I always have to be going over there, you know what I mean? I have to be chasing the future, and you're learning to just be. Because you may even have an earth sign coming towards you, because wealthy man is kind of like the King of Pentacles. So you may have an earth sign coming in, so you're going to have to learn to chill out. Otherwise you're going to drive each other crazy. And I'm going to pull some of these random little cards that I got. They're kind of Halloween-y cards. They're very cute. So what else for Gemini? Yep. So this is like a Joker card, I guess. You have do what you want and pay the price. The reward will be worth it. So that's literally what we were just talking about, right? Like, I'll do what I want. You know, there's no more like repression of who you are. There's no repression of what you want to do and what you want to say. You're just being unapologetically yourself, right? You're doing what you want. And also I feel like for some of you there is an element here of you have a habit of being a workaholic, and you're not doing that anymore. Like, you're doing the things that you want and that make you happy. I do what I want. And they're saying the rewards will be worth it. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Anything else for Gemini? Oh, these are cute cards. I like these. You may consider a change in lifestyle. A change in circumstances may bring complications. So that's not a negative card, okay? But there's a change in lifestyle coming for you, and it's like an upgrade. There's a level up. There's more money. It's more lavish. And they're saying that you're going to have to change to fit in with this, okay? But in a good way. Like, you're going to have to get used to receiving. Also, I feel like for a lot of you, like, if you're looking for love, there is someone coming in who is going to spoil you. They may be an earth sign. And you know, earth signs, they like all their creature comforts, right? So they might kind of insist on doing this stuff, because Geminis don't really give a shit about that, right? It's like, you know, you could stick us, I don't know, you could stick us anywhere as long as we have like the internet. We're like, we're fine, we're okay, just leave me alone. Every so often, like every 3 hours, we'll surface for a cup of tea, right? But yeah, I feel like you have a really nice change in lifestyle coming towards you. I feel like you're about to get spoiled. For those of you looking for love. And I just want to get one more. Okay, that's the end of your reading. I'm going to stop it there. It's actually longer than I intended. Sorry for rambling, Gemini. I hope it all made sense. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate that so much. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light.